Okay, so we're at Houston. All right. So we are going to let everybody trickle in. And I will start by introducing myself. I am Michelle Snyder. I am the Senior Vice President of Global Marketing and Education for the brand. I've been here side by side with this man and Carrie for almost 6 years now. Carrie, if you're watching, hello. So together we've been working on bringing you new product innovation, elevated education, and really helping you along your skincare journey. And that's why we're here today. So excited to be here. And I'm usually on the other side of the camera with you all, watching every single one of these classes and rooting on Renee and Dennis. So now I am here on the other side of the camera, and it feels good. So now for many of you know who Dr. Gross is, but for those who don't, Dennis is a world-renowned dermatologist. He has seen over 100,000 patients just like you. He is a published author. He is a former skin cancer researcher with Memorial Sloan Kettering. And he now has not one practice, but two practices. He has his practice in the city, and COVID, there's a lot of things we have to do during COVID, and now he has another practice in the Hamptons. So I'm so happy to be here.
Me too. It's me fun. We are just so excited about this particular masterclass because one of the things we love to do is educate and teach. And this is a topic, my goodness, there's a lot to talk about. So what we're going to do is just ask you a few questions because we want to try to orient ourselves to answering your questions and sort of finessing some of the principles we teach. So
let's start. Let's start by asking our first poll. So our first poll is basically, have you attended a masterclass before? Ooh, there we go. I'll let them roll in. Here we go. Okay. I've always wanted to do this, be able to shout out the percentage. Okay, so we have, oh, I'm so sorry, but these aging eyes. We have 80% have attended a masterclass before, and 20% have not. So welcome all of our fans. You know what? I feel like I know so many of you. So as you shout out your questions, we will be shouting right back out to you today. So great. I'm going to ask one more question. So we are going to ask your age range. So this is really about aging skin and the changes that happen when you age. So we're going to ask you that question, that taboo question. How old are you?
It's really anonymous. Don't worry.
Yeah, we don't know who you are. Wink, wink. All right, the questions are rolling in. Drum roll. Okay, so it's pretty even. So about 18%, we have 18% between 30 and 39, but we have 18% over 60, 10% between 56 and 60, 14% between 51 and 55, 16% between 46 and 50, and 18% between 40 and 45. We barely have any under 29. So really over 40 is the majority of the class tonight.
And don't worry if you're young, you're still gonna get a lot of this because despite your many years to come, you're gonna really learn, okay? You're gonna be able to tell your mother now, so.
That's right.
Okay, but we'll have a lot of information for everybody of all age groups. Those questions were really, really planned, and the answers we got back, and I heard you and I get it. We're going to really target some of these conversations, different age groups, as you'll see.
Yeah, exactly. And so, and if you're young, hey, you're lucky. You just be happy, cherish your young years, and like Dennis said, learn from us. So these aging changes don't creep up on you. So, but for everybody else, I am right there with you. I do bring a perspective of experience in aging skin myself. I am 49 years old. I am a mother of two. And when I had my second child, my boy, I was 42. And Dennis, like within 2 years, he must have been a miracle, because 2 years later I went into menopause, and I'm still on the tail end of it at 49. But whoo,
Right.
my mom, no one told me what my skin was going to go through.
Right. Martha G, we hear you. Okay, look at that question. I'm 43, never had acne in my younger age. Now I'm dealing with it. Okay. So
yes, breakouts, all kinds of things happening, right?
Yes.
Tell me about these changes, Dennis.
Okay. Just in a few minutes, I just want to tell you about some of the big issues that happen to our skin as we age. Okay. And they're basically 5 things. Don't worry, don't memorize this, because we're going to be talking about this throughout, but just listen to one of the things that happen. As we age, the first thing you start to notice, obviously, is your skin starts to get more fine lines and wrinkles, right? And that's because as we age, as our hormones start to diminish, right? We're talking about estrogen and progesterone. Those are the reproductive hormones. And as we get older, women get older, those levels of hormones start to decline. When it declines, the collagen level declines. Collagen, the protein that makes skin firm and thick, it starts to diminish, and you start to get fine lines, wrinkles, laxity, jowls, grooves, all that stuff. You see it in your face, you see it in your neck. Okay, number 1. Number 2, hyaluronic acid. You often hear us talk about this ingredient. This is the ingredient that keeps our skin hydrated. It's a naturally occurring ingredient. It's the sister to collagen. It's in our skin. And as we age, because those hormones come down, we start to lose the level of hyaluronic acid. So what happens? Your skin starts to lose its plumpness, okay? It doesn't bounce back like it used to, okay?
Right.
It starts to lose some of its radiance because it affects the moisture barrier, okay? That's number 2. Number 3, skin becomes more sensitive, and Michelle, you can speak to this, right? Michelle tells me that she didn't see any issues of redness. She didn't see her skin become more sensitive, but that's what happens with age because some of those hormones decline. That's 3. 4, what happens then is your skin actually does start to get more dry, okay? That's partly because of hyaluronic acid, but for other reasons. And the last thing is complexion problems. Martha G, you're right. What happens is the skin hates hormonal fluctuations. And especially as we age, women's hormones start to drop, and it starts to come down, and then it starts to come down a little bit more dramatically. That fluctuation in hormone, the skin oil glands, they don't like it. It produces a change in the oil chemistry, and you can start, how cruel but true, you start to get breakouts as you get lines, as you get wrinkles, as you get older.
Tell me about it.
Here's the good news, okay? Now that you know this, we're going to start to show you products that are going to, number 1, directly fix that problem for you. And the second thing is we're going to make sure that all the products, let's say you want something to make a particular problem of yours look better, we're going to make sure that despite those aging issues in your skin, we're going to never screw that up, to be very frank about it. We're going to make sure that your skin is going to stay in balance. And despite having that issue go on in the background, these products are going to work for your intended purpose of whatever it is you're looking for, okay? Because that's how we formulate at this, and Dr. Dennis Gross Skincare.
I mean, I've been in the industry for over 20 years, and I have to tell you, my skin, even though it's older, I feel like it's never looked better. And I've been with some great brands, but I have to tell you, nothing. This man is a genius. I've never had product, and I love to geek out with Dennis, and we love to talk about the ingredients and the products and the science, but I've never had products that have worked as well as these products have on my skin. And it's because they don't throw your skin off balance, and they have the gold standard of dermatology in the products, formulated by someone who knows what he's doing. So why don't we start, Dennis, by cleansing? So this is my hardcore anti-aging regimen, especially if you have complexion issues, because I have them, ladies, I have them, and men, and I have rosacea, so I have the sensitive skin, which I didn't always have, not like I did. Once I hit about 42, 43 is when I really started seeing sensitivity issues, and Dennis actually diagnosed my skin I guess about 45 with rosacea and sensitive skin. And now I'm getting these seborrheic keratosis. I mean, all these beautiful things that happen as you age. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with steam. And this really, I use this, Dennis, just to soften my skin even before I take my makeup off. It just softens the skin and it feels so good as well. Is there any other reason why you would steam?
Well, number one is that it is a super gentle way to hydrate your skin, to do a deep clean, to detoxify your skin, to decongest your pores, okay? And all these things happen when you steam with this particular steamer. This is a medical device that's been formulated and designed from the steamers that are used in my practice for women who get facials, okay? So you want that as your skin starts to age because you want hydration. And this is something that's going to internally hydrate your skin, especially if you follow up with a moisturizer right afterwards or in your regimen to seal in that moisture, okay? But you want something that's natural. Steam is as natural as it gets. The key thing about this steamer, though, is that the steam itself has been calibrated. It's not super hot. It won't break your capillaries. It won't turn your face red. At the same time, you can bring it pretty close because the pressure is strong, but not crazy strong. And it's going to help decongest your pores. And facials are a wonderful thing. So as you get older, it becomes even more important. It's 9 minutes a day. That's all you need to do. How often do you steam, Michelle?
I steam about once a week, once to twice a week. I don't do it every day, simply because I have 2 kids and a job, and it's hard to do every day. But I definitely find time at least once or twice a week to steam.
Yeah. My recommendation, though, is if you're going to get this product, I really think twice a week, maybe 3 times a week is something to really think about, even if you don't use it for the entire 9 minutes. And here's why. Because this time of year, what happens is our skin gets a buildup of grime, right? Of more sebum, of dead skin. This is a great way to penetrate and purge your skin of those things in a natural way. Cold weather, it's also really healthy for your skin because it's a great way to hydrate your skin, right? And never going to overstrip your skin, okay?
For sure.
I'll highly recommend this for people. Steaming makes your skin radiant. It makes your skin hydrated. It gives your skin dewiness. It gives your skin back its suppleness, okay?
Absolutely.
So it's a great, as you get older, you want to start, you wish you could go to the dermatologist more often. You might want to go to the med spa more often. If you can't, this is a great thing to have in your home.
Totally agree. And it feels good too. And it's just relaxing also. If you're stressed, there's nothing like a good steam to de-stress and detox.
I so agree. And by the way, don't underestimate, as you're pointing out, Michelle, to alleviate the tension in your face, that tension definitely causes lines to deepen, okay? Lots of people furrow their brow or they raise their forehead when they're thinking and concentrating. Relaxation, to your point, I'm going to tell you, Michelle, really good, especially as you're starting to see these changes occur as you get older.
Yeah. Hey, we got to do everything we can at this point. I'm not leaving anything on the table. So let's talk about cleansing. So, and I'm still learning how to put this up to the camera. So we've got 2 cleansers. So I would probably use the alpha beta usually at night to exfoliate. So the alpha beta pore perfecting cleanser, it's fantastic. It's a foaming gel. It's incredible. I do like to use it with a bit of water to give me that really beautiful foam. Tonight, I am going to use our creamy cleanser. This is our brand new cleanser. It's our hyaluronic marine melt away cleanser. They're both oil-free. This one is amazing. So if you have acne or any kind of complexion problems, don't think you can't use a cream cleanser, especially if you have a little bit more sensitive or drier skin. And you can have dry skin and still have acne. You can have dehydrated skin. So go ahead and use this creamy cleanser if you feel like this, maybe too much, or, you're just not into a foaming cleanser. And sometimes, let's be honest, we're a little bit lazy. So this is great too, because you just put it on and wipe it off. It's amazing. So I'm going to use this tonight. Okay.
Beautiful. I love this product for Michelle's skin type. Okay. Because this is a creamy cleanser that's very hydrating, and it's a great way to clean the skin and get rid of your makeup. Her makeup will come right off, and it's something that there's no toner necessary with either the foaming cleanser, the pore perfecting foam cleanser, or with the melt away cream cleanser. One thing that's for sure is that if your skin's more sensitive as you get older, if your skin's more prone to dryness as you get older, the key thing is you want to keep your skin in balance, yet you want to take your makeup off, you want to clean. You don't want to use a toner that's overstripping. You certainly don't want to use a scrub. We talk about that all the time. So this is a cleanser that gently wipes away all the makeup, all the dirt, clears your pores, and it does not need a toner, and it's everything in one product, okay? Now, this has hyaluronic acid in it. That's the key thing for this particular product. So it's a hydrating, melt away cleanser with hyaluronic acid in it. Exactly. The other product, the foam cleanser, one pump with water, it's going to foam. So those of you who might have a little more oily skin, who see pores that are a little bit larger, we're going to talk more about why pores get bigger as we get older, despite maybe dryness. Doesn't make sense. Yes, it does. Let's talk about that. So the foam cleanser, you can massage that on. It can go a little bit deeper. If that's your skin type, that's your product.
Great. Okay, so we just cleansed. I feel great. We steamed. Now we're going to LED. And let's talk about why I would do LED after this.
Well, let me ask you a question. Why do you do LED? And how often do you do it? Come on, let's hear from you.
Oh, I use LED every single night. Now look, this is the game changer, people. You can't skip your LED. You have to do it every night. It's kind of like wearing sunscreen. You wouldn't wear sunscreen just every other day if you're in the sun, right? You would wear it every day. You have to do this with the LED. And Dennis is going to tell you a little bit more about the science, but LED, we have the red light and actually, sorry, I need to go to both because I am suffering from breakouts. So we have the red light, which is anti-aging. This is what's going to build collagen. We have 4 ranges of the red light, and then we have the blue light. And the blue light is what's killing that P. acnes bacteria that leads to those breakouts. So you have to use this every day because you want to shine your light on those cells every day to build that collagen, and you got to kill that P. acnes bacteria every day.
Right. So this is a product. This is a medical device. Okay, that's cleared by the Food and Drug Administration because LED is proven to tackle so many of the problems we talked about at the very beginning of this class. Okay, so this is going to first and foremost build your collagen. And why is that important? For 2 reasons. Because as we age, our skin starts to make less collagen. Okay. Furthermore, if you ever had sun exposure in your life, and who hasn't, those days are not over even if you're wearing sunscreen now, because the injury to your collagen that the sunlight from years ago created actually starts to kick up and gets worse and worse with free radicals as you get older. Therefore, the red light in this particular device stimulates your collagen, and that's so important. Just use it every day for 3 minutes. Your skin needs it. She said the right thing. Your cells want the light shined on it, okay? Then we treat the skin cells, and that's what LED does. Then if you have sensitive skin, if you have shades of redness, pinkness, reactive skin that's triggered, the red light also brings down an inflammation. And then how about if you have a complexion problem? Martha G, this is what you were talked about, okay? She's 43. She starts to see more complexion problems having never had it. I hear this all the time. The P. acnes bacteria is killed by this. It starts to work on that. And here's the other really important thing. The oil chemistry changes I talked about that hormonal fluctuation causes, the blue light also regulates, okay? Yeah. So this is a super wholesome, very effective, broad spectrum kind of product. It's not ultraviolet light. Don't worry about making your brown spots darker. That's a myth, okay? It doesn't have any downtime, and you just use it 3 minutes a day. You see results in 2 weeks. And if you use it day to day, you're going to see results and wait and watch 10 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, and the inflammation, it's so great for the inflammation I get when I get rosacea. So it really helps everything. I just ran, sorry, my hair's going crazy. I don't have the Renee hair, I'm sorry. Okay, I just ran another poll. We want to know if you're experiencing any of the following, because I certainly am. Dennis, you don't know about this, but you live with people who do.
I do.
And you see patients all the time who are going through menopause and perimenopause. And so we want to know how many of you are going through perimenopause, menopause, your postmenopause, or none of the above. So we have 18% that are perimenopause, 14% that are menopause, 17% that are postmenopause, and 51% none of the above. Well, you are lucky. That's all I have to say.
Right. And what you do now matters. Even if you're not near those changes in your life, what you do now, building collagen going into those years, so smart. Tackling any redness, any free radicals that are forming, so smart.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's just, there's so much that happens when you're going, even during perimenopause. I mean, Dennis, that's usually what, about 38 to anywhere from 38 to 45 or?
Yeah, that's right. It ranges. 38 is a little young, I'd say. I'd say probably perimenopause, maybe you start to hear about that at 44, and you start, because then, perimenopause can itself last a couple of years before you start to go through your full-blown menopausal changes.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's when you start to see these changes. And that's when you start to notice, hey, my skin was oily all my life and now it's a little dry. I never had acne and now I'm starting to see it. Hey, my lines around my eyes are starting to get worse. My skin doesn't usually turn red. And now I can't use the same cleanser anymore. I can't use the same product. I need to increase the thickness of my moisturizer. I need to up my game in that regard. So those are the kinds of things that happen around in your mid 40s, I'd say, and generally speaking. Now, exceptions do exist. Some people's changes come in later. Some people start earlier. Okay. But that's definitely what you start to see as that happens.
Okay. Well, I got to experience it early. Lucky me. Okay. So now we are, hi, Lynn W. I feel like I know you, Lynn. And I saw Jennifer H earlier. I'm sure Fern's around here somewhere. Hi, Tracy L. I feel like I know all of you. Okay. So we now are talking about peeling. So after LED. So, you can really incorporate this into your routine. I know Dennis talks about this all the time. It doesn't have to be in the morning. I like to do my alpha beta peels in the morning simply because my makeup goes on so much better afterwards, but you don't have to. You can do your alpha beta peel at night. So I'm sharing these with you because the peel is the very next critical step. And don't think because you're in your 40s or 50s or even 60s that, oh, these are too much for you. I have to tell you, what happens when you get older is your renewal process slows down. It slows down dramatically. And so your skin starts seeming a little bit drier and a little bit different because it's not renewing like it should. So these are going to help jumpstart that. And we even have a gentle version. So sorry, I'm still learning this. We have a gentle version. We have a universal, and that's for, everybody who's normal skin. We've got the extra strength too.
You bet. And what you said about the renewal thing is the real specialty of the alpha beta peel. Okay, renewal means that their skin is working very hard. Okay, think about it. It's an external organ. It has to replenish itself. It has to hydrate. It has to regulate temperature. It's telling your brain what the temperature is that now your internal organs are starting to acclimate. It's so complicated. But what happens is that all our body parts start to slow down as we age. And the renewal is something that's very classic. And what we're really talking about is the time it takes for the skin cells. We know the skin cells shed, okay? And what happens is the time it takes for our skin to replenish itself slows down. So instead of rejuvenating itself every 28 days, it starts to go to 34 days, 35, 36, 37. It slows down. Same thing with it's no different than you start thinking about thyroid or issues. A lot of women, as they get older, their thyroid starts to become sluggish. Maybe not every one of you out there, but you may know somebody that the years that happens, it's because that's part of the human body. It starts to slow down, right? So we need to just kick it back into high gear. And when you do with the alpha beta peel, you get your radiance back. You start to make more of your collagen, okay, which we talked about. And you can't drink collagen. That's a myth. And it starts to really give you back your moisture barrier, which is something that most people don't think a peel can do.
No, they think just the opposite, but it actually balances your skin.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Even things like lactic acid, not to get too crazy here, all those peels have a blend of alpha and beta hydroxy acids. Okay. And that's the key thing. It's 2 steps. That's what a real peel is. But the blend of acids also does 2 things. It's going to help with exfoliate and replenish your skin. But because it's a blend and not one concentrate, not a high concentration acid of one type, it's a blend of multiple acids. Okay.
Exactly.
They're going to really be gentle on your skin. And lactic acid, how amazing is this? Stimulates your skin to make more something called ceramide, which you might have heard of, which is part of your own ability to seal in and create more of your moisture barrier. Rejuvenates your skin. And acid does that.
So incredible.
Yeah.
And so just to throw you off a little bit, right when we thought we knew everything about peels. So now I'm actually going to use the, can you see it? The retinol, Ferulic plus retinol wrinkle recovery peel. Now this is one step because it's retinol. It's not alpha hydroxy acids or beta acids. So you don't have to neutralize this peel because it's retinol. So it's a little different, right? But it's still going to give you that collagen boost. Is that right, Dr. Gross?
Yes. Well, first of all, everybody hears about retinol, okay? If you're getting older, or if you're not, even if you're younger, okay, retinol is one of those critically important ingredients that causes your skin cells to start to rejuvenate. It starts to help your fine lines and wrinkles. It is the master of surface issues, okay? At the same time, retinol can be a little bit harsh on the skin. So here's a peel that you use twice a week. That's it. And it's combined with soothing ingredients. So even if you're sensitive, like Michelle is, or even if you're prone to redness, or if you're prone to dryness, you get the benefits of retinol. At the same time, it's not going to throw your skin off balance. It's not going to cause redness. It's not going to cause flakiness. And even with aging skin, you get to use retinol, okay? And the other nights of the week you don't use this, let's use the alpha beta peel.
Exactly. And I don't get red with it. I really don't. I mean, if you might get red for a few minutes. And by the way, I'm using this, like he said, I'm using this 2 to 3 nights a week. And then I use my peels during the day on the other days. But I don't get red, and it's just the dose I need. And I do not overdose my skin with anything because I do have to keep my skin in balance.
Right. I just want to say a couple things about, because you're right, you're triggering certain things in my brain here. So first of all, we're going to do a masterclass coming up in the next couple of days on peeling like a pro. That's what it's called. So if you're interested in peeling and learning more, but let me just tell you something about this. First of all, technique matters. Okay. When you first take your pads out, and the fluid is really saturated in those pads, no matter if it's the alpha beta peel or it's the retinol peel, glide it on all over your face with a single swipe. Get that fluid on your skin, okay?
Exactly.
And then as you start to apply it, work it in a little bit deeper, a little more pressure on your hands. You're never going to get red, flaky, dry, irritated. But what you want to do is you do want to use the pad itself to deliver those ingredients, okay?
Exactly.
And that's the way it is. And if you do see any kind of sudden pink color, that's not irritation. That's a burst of circulation. Why is that good? Because with circulation, what happens? Oxygen, nutrients, antioxidants, all built in. Your skin is having a positive response to that technique, to that product, to those peels. Okay, so that's what I want you to know.
That's great. And I learned from the master how to apply my peel. And I agree with you, Dennis. You need the right amount of pressure. Don't be afraid. We're not saying scrub, but you certainly don't have to glide it over so gently. You can put a little bit of pressure on there and it's nice.
Yeah, and you start to feel stuff coming off. And when you see it on your pad, I can tell you, everyone's very gratified. Everyone looks, it's all there.
We do. We do.
Yeah, I know.
We do.
I love throwing that pad out. Goodbye.
Okay, so I am doing the hyaluronic marine. I know, Dennis, okay, I'm trying to coordinate all this. This is tough, Renee, I have to say. Okay, so we've got the hyaluronic marine. I got to hurry, though, because I don't want this. You don't have a lot of time with this mask, okay?
Right,
you feel like a chemist, but you don't have a lot of time. You got to get it on there pretty fast because it starts to solidify as it's going on. You have about 4 minutes. It's fun. I love it. And it feels amazing. And you don't have to be a pro. It doesn't have to be perfect. But you got to get it on there.
Tell me how it feels.
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? I call these last two steps I just did with the retinol peel and then the blue mask, I call it my icy hot regimen, because it's like you get just a nice little warmth from the retinol. I mean, just ever so slightly, and then you get this super cool feeling with the mask.
I hear you.
Oh my God, it's amazing. And I'm like moving fast.
And there's so much to talk about with this. And I'm just trying to think, how do we focus on this? First of all, okay, the key ingredient here is hyaluronic acid. And remember, one of the top things we said is, as we age, we lose hyaluronic acid, okay? There's no more potent way to deliver hyaluronic acid than in a mask like this, where your hyaluronic acid is super concentrated and thicker than you could ever put in a moisturizer. You would never want to use that goopy substance. I can't put it in a product like that and make you happy. But in a mask like this, it really dries and delivers, and it holds 1,000 times its weight in water. So when you peel it off, your skin is super hydrated. It's plump, it's dewy, it's radiant, okay? Because hyaluronic acid is exactly what your skin needs as it ages, okay? It also has Arctic marine algae from the Norwegian Arctic Sea. It has a cooling effect. So those of you who have sensitive skin, whose skin's a little bit pink, whose skin is easily irritated, this is going to cool your skin down and soothe it, which is really what it's begging for. It nurtures your skin, okay? And the other thing is, she said, the chemist part. She wants, she's not a chemist. You are a chemist, folks. And I did that on purpose because I want you to put a mask on that gets onto every nook and cranny on your face. It's not a preformed mask. My team and I actually had a decision. We said, let's make a mask that conforms to the shape of her face, to the shape of your face. And let's not put a round peg in a square hole. Let's make it round on round. So that's how it works. It gets on your skin, okay? Every single little pore is affected, okay? So this is a great idea to use maybe twice a week.
And let me just tell you, if you are going through menopause and you are getting hot flashes, this is the best product to use, because tell us about an endothermic reaction, Dennis.
Why. Okay, science, chemistry, okay. TMI, maybe, TMI. Okay, but the deal is this, right? There is heat buildup. People are getting hot flashes. The skin is becoming overheated, okay? And that ventilation, that cooling, that endothermic reaction is what it's called, is a great way to soothe your skin. And the hyaluronic acid then is replenished. There's a study done. I'm going to tell you real quick that why do I know about hyaluronic acid? I'm just going to tell you, I read everything. Okay, and there was this published study where they actually did biopsies on the forearms of women, and they did it at different ages, okay? And what they found was that as the hormone levels start to come down because of the changes coming, they really, under the microscope, saw a decline in the amount of hyaluronic acid. At the same time, all those women were talking about how their skin seems to be thinning out, right?
Wow, yeah.
Thinning out is the opposite of plump, bouncy skin. This is going to restore that, because the hyaluronic acid, your skin is starting to, unfortunately, it's not making it like it used to. This is driving it back in and giving you that boost twice a week. You are set.
Wow. Yeah, that's I'm glad to know that. It feels amazing anyways, but that makes me even happier to know that I am doing something that's going to help my skin in a meaningful way. And just for you out there that don't know what endothermic reaction is, I think Dennis explained it, but it's basically drawing that heat out of my skin. So when I peel this off, I'm actually going to feel a little bit of warmth. So the mask goes on super cold, but when you take it off and you feel the back side of it, it actually feels a little bit warm. So you can feel that heat that's left your skin. So it's kind of nice.
Exactly.
All right. See if it's ready yet. This is like, all right, let's see if I can do this like a pro. I like to get it off in one movement. Oh my gosh. That's because my skin is so hot. I can feel it. Wow. Okay, yeah. I did it.
Beautiful.
Wow, it feels great. Okay, I got some bits.
Now, do what Renee does. Show them the silly little pore things. Hold the thing up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Renee, shoot, I got it.
I kind of messed, but you can wait. Okay, hold on. How do I do this? I'm not as good at Renee at this, but you can see. Look at that.
Yeah. Ah. What does that say? It says that this is getting into the pores and hydrating you through those pores. Now, that's a great thing because pores go pretty deep into the skin. You want that hydration, okay? And you also want that, it's a great way to really plump the skin up, okay? And it's also going to help your pores look a little bit smaller. And I'm going to talk to you about that because I'm going to say this, right? People think that large pores happen because of poor hygiene. But as we get older, lots of times our pores start to look larger because we lost collagen, okay? Because the same collagen that comes down, that leads to fine lines and wrinkles and sagging and all those things on your face and your neck, okay? That is when you start to replenish your hyaluronic acid and you replenish your collagen, which is what we're talking about tonight, your pores start to look smaller too, because lots of times you need anti-aging treatments to look smaller. And this is a classic example. How good is it? It gets into your pores. Very good.
My skin feels so good too. So what I've learned is we need to exfoliate regularly to renew our skin, to help normalize that renewing process. We got to build back our collagen that we're losing as we get in our 40s and beyond. And we've got to replenish that hyaluronic acid.
Absolutely.
Right?
And cool the skin down and be aware of the fact that it gets dry and it also gets more sensitive. Yeah. And then how about if you have complexion problems, right? Now I want to shift gears, okay? Because this has been something that I honestly, not a day goes by in my office where I don't see at least a single patient that tells me this story, okay? Which is that as she started to go through her changes, she's starting to see her complexion gets worse. She's starting to get breakouts. She's starting to see large pores. She's starting to get blackheads again. There's a reason for that, and it has to do with the fact that your hormones are changing and your oil glands are changing, okay? So this is a product, Michelle, let's hear what you like about this.
So this is, well, we love this product. This has been, I think this has been your pet project for a while now. And Dennis has been working on this, gosh, since I got to the brand. I mean, a long time. And we went through studies before we even signed off the formula to make sure it was the right formula. He would test it on his patient base. We tested it over and over to make sure we got the right formula to solve your complexion issues and your acne. Can you see that? Let's see. There we go. It's light. It's not just salicylic acid. So yes, it has salicylic acid in there, but it has so much more in there to treat acne in 4 ways. And we can't believe the results we've seen when we tested. Do you want to talk about the 4 ways of treating acne?
Okay. So here's the crazy but true. It doesn't matter that you're now, let's say, in your 40s or 50s or 38 and you're starting to see breakouts again. It's the same problem because acne has very steadily become an issue with 4 problems. First of all, your pores get congested. It doesn't matter if it's hormonal acne. It doesn't matter if it's adolescent acne, T-zone acne, whatever. It's all about your blocked pore, number 1. Second thing is your oil chemistry is changing. Your oils become too heavy for their own good. Now, I'm not saying you're producing too much oil. Lots of times people, as their hormones change, they're saying, hey, guess what? My skin's dry and I'm breaking out. So you can have less oil, but the oil becomes a little too thick and it starts to block those pores and it blocks the whole entire system that is not only a pore, but down to your oil gland. That whole chain is affected. Bacteria grows because the oil your skin makes not only gets congested as a result of becoming too thick, it's great food for that bacteria.
And now that we're wearing masks all the time, I mean, I never used to break out here. I'm starting to break out around the mask line because of my own breath is causing this nice moist environment where bacteria thrive. And I'm starting to see breakouts on top of the breakouts I'm just getting from getting older.
And this product works on all the above. It also helps reduce the inflammation. That's the 4th thing. So the redness, the swelling, the 3-dimensional look, it flattens out. So those are the 4 things that you need to tackle to make a product. Now, here's the thing. The pimple you see today actually started 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks.
This is not about, you can put it on any particular pimple, it's going to go away. But if you're starting to break out with some regularity in the same old places all the time, which is really what happens, if you put the product here, the acne eliminating gel, on those areas where you're starting to come, it'll clear you and then it won't come back because the pimple you're destined to get in 2 weeks won't happen. Okay. So prevention is the treatment for acne. That spot treatment stuff was from 1960. Okay. No more. Okay. And I'm going to talk, I could talk about this just for a single show, but I can tell you benzoyl peroxide, folks, terrible ingredient for sensitive skin.
Dries you out.
Farnesol from roses, okay, from rose petals. I'm not kidding you. Has antibacterial action, works the same way benzoyl peroxide, but it's not that harsh ingredient. So there's all the science and all this chemistry. And the last thing, tell them how it feels, okay? Because it's not a stripping product.
Oh, it feels so hydrating, so gentle. It doesn't dry my skin out at all. I mean, it feels like very weightless too. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel tacky. Right. It doesn't feel like alcohol. So many of those acne treatments, you feel like you just put alcohol all over your face and you can almost breathe it in. It doesn't feel like that at all. It's so gentle and soothing, and it does really balance my skin out. My skin does not feel dry at all after using it.
It looks great. Honestly, we're watching your skin just to have all these products applied. It's beautiful. Hydrated and dewy and radiant.
I'm in heaven.
Yeah, it's true. This is a product that was formulated with that in mind. It does not strip your skin, and this is especially true if you have aging skin and if you have problems with your breakouts. This has been.
Ladies, don't be afraid of this. Don't be afraid to buy this acne gel. I promise you, it will help.
Right, and the word acne sometimes turns off people, and I learned this. And people don't have acne, but so it's and some people don't, but they have complexion problems. They have lighter issues. This is a product that, and it doesn't matter where in that spectrum. You can have a little blockage, a little blackhead, grainy skin, or you can have real pimples. It's still the same thing. Those 4 reasons that are tackled here will help all those different forms of complexion problems.
Well, I think so many of us, when we're in our 40s, especially late 40s like me, it's you almost get embarrassed, like, I couldn't have acne. I'm a grown woman, but you know what? Don't be afraid. Treat it.
Right.
Go buy you some acne gel and take care of the problem. Right. I promise you. And we've been seeing results in 3 days, like real results in 3 days, 7 days. It's gone. You're not having to wait a month to get rid of your acne.
Lauren S. just said, I'm 65. It works.
There you go, Lauren. All right.
But I want to say something else too. It's once a day, folks. Okay.
Exactly.
Just once a day. I prefer it. We say morning or night. I got to tell you, I'm starting to think better at nighttime, so that your skin at rest.
I think so too.
It's just better. Put this on at night. It's single use is all you need. We did the studies. It's easier to use. It goes a long way. Once a day at nighttime.
It's easy. And look, I did put that on before I'm putting my serums on. And I know we've taught you thinnest to thickest, but this is an acne medication. So we recommend, I mean, I think you could probably do it either way, but we recommend, put this on, like after you've cleansed and peeled, put this on and then put your other serums on. So I've let my skin absorb it. Now we're going to the next serum. And this IPL, this is a game changer, and I'm still learning.
IPL.
IPL Dark Spot Correcting Serum. This is in our clinical grade line, and this is a game changer. It's helping with hyperpigmentation. It helps with your post-acne marks, but it does so much more. This has pure, high concentrations of L-ascorbic acid. Do you want to talk about why vitamin C is so important for us at this age?
Vitamin C is so important at this age because vitamin C is a brilliant gift from nature. We just have to make sure it's delivered a certain way and mixed with other ingredients to really make it work at its best. And that's what we do with the IPL serum. The first thing I want you to know, IPL serum with vitamin C is going to stimulate your skin's own ability to make collagen. So this is first and foremost an anti-aging product. If you have blotchy skin, melasma, I've seen some of you talk about this, hyperpigmentation, it's going to work on that unbelievably well. But vitamin C is one of those ingredients you need to really build your collagen because that's what you're losing. And so fine lines, wrinkles, laxity, grooves, all those things, the same story. Vitamin C is going to build it back. And the other thing is, we talked a little while ago about how even the sun you got years ago has created free radicals.
Mm-hmm.
The antidote to free radicals from sun damage, which is still alive and kicking in your skin right now, unfortunately, is antioxidants. Vitamin C,
Right.
we stabilized it, we high dosed it, we delivered it, penetrates, absorbs, all those things we need to think about. It's going to get rid of those free radicals. So it not only promotes more collagen, it protects what you have.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a must. And the last thing I want to say is this. Okay. So many people are starting to see their scars from old acne look worse as they get older. Okay. I don't know if this has happened to you, Michelle, but I hear this all the time. Like, I never really noticed I had this little scar there. And oh, yeah, I did notice it. I had forgot when I was 22, I had something there. It seemed to get better, but it starts to come back because as our skin thins out and we lose collagen, those scars that were a little indented become even more indented because of thinned out. That's a problem that we got fixed here as well. Okay.
Exactly.
About collagen.
And that's what's so amazing about this is it's helping with the dark spots and boosting the collagen, and it's firming your skin at the same time. And look, you might look at me and go, she doesn't have a lot of hyperpigmentation issues, but let me tell you, I have fair skin. And Dennis can tell you this, when I look in a black light, I've got all that damage. So yes, I was one of those with the tinfoil or what was it, the Panama Jack that I would rub on with the SPF of 4. And I did that when I was under 18. And that's when all my sun damage, when I collected all that damage, and it's right under the surface. So I have so much damage right under the surface. And this is helping with that.
And I got to tell you, everything we're talking about, every single thing you can use on your neck as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Because don't underestimate the fact that your skin on your face, we got that. But the skin on the neck, very similar story. Even the LED mask, the Faceware Pro, you can flip it around and show them how to use that on. You have it handy to show them how to use it on your neck as well. Okay. And the reason that's so important, you simply just turn upside down and where your
or you could do it this way. Yeah, I think she does it this way.
Where your mouth goes, you turn upside down, that's where your chin goes. And now you've got LED. You have all 162 chips shining a light on a hormonal acne area and building collagen on your neck. Okay.
Totally.
So important to treat your neck. Even the alpha beta peel, the retinol peel, all these products, there's so much fluid on them. They're giant and they're really heavy duty in terms of concentration and quantity. Bring it onto your neck, back to your hands.
And let me just tell you, we could do a whole show on necks because we're all working on our face and even working on our hands. And then, one day you're sitting in a salon in the chair, and they force you to look at yourself. And then all of a sudden you look at your neck and you're just like, oh my gosh, what happened to my neck?
Same old story, But human skin is human skin. And you should think about it that way. And you can really combine all these things with your neck too. Believe me, this will make a huge difference. Now, if you're going to use the LED Faceware Pro, it takes a separate 3 minutes though, okay?
3 minutes. 3 minutes for each treatment area. So 3 minutes here, 3 minutes here. Absolutely.
Right. And it's rechargeable. You don't need to buy batteries. You recharge it every 10 treatments. You plug it in. It comes with USB. And then it might need a little charging when you first get it too, by the way. And then you're off.
Super easy.
Yeah.
Super easy. And it shuts off for you. So you don't even have to think about it. I mean, Dennis thought of everything. But you know what? We've got like 10 more minutes, 11 minutes. So I want to get through some of the rest of our products because I have this is a hardcore regimen. So we got a few steps here. So we did want to mention, so I'm not going to put this on tonight, but I would put this on in the morning. This is the stress serum, the B3 Adaptive Superfood Stress Rescue Super Serum. And this is an amazing product too. It's full of antioxidants and adaptogens, superfoods, and niacinamide. B3, that's another one of those ingredients that you really need. And it's amazing. It's really great if you have redness, if you have any kind of inflammation, stressed skin. It could be internal or external. You need this product.
If your skin
really helps.
If your skin's red, we call that being stressed. And I'm going to tell you, if you have any degree of redness, of all the products, if you're going to use a serum, this is the one, okay? It's the Stress Rescue Serum. It really eliminates the redness from the skin. It does it fast. In my practice, we use it to get rid of redness after laser. So it really works if you're just a run-of-the-mill person who's walking around some redness and pinkness in your skin. This is the ultimate soothing ingredient story, okay? It takes nature with all the incredible superfoods and adaptogens and niacinamide that does get rid of inflammation. It does help normalize your oil chemistry. So it even helps your complexion look better. And it's all about the science of delivery and picking the right ones. There's over 20 ingredients in these products, in the superfood products. And this is going to be delivered by penetrating and then absorbing into your skin cells. We're a very clinical skincare brand. Definitely, we're clean as well, but super scientific. And that delivery system, you can't just take a smoothie and crush it up in a blender and put it on your face and say, hey, I'm going to get the same results. You got to deliver it. There's a real science. So we did that with putting it in capsules called liposomes.
Exactly. So, if we didn't have that delivery system, we wouldn't have been able to combine all those ingredients together and get that into your skin. So that was the key in formulating this product, was that delivery system.
Even if you have some redness in your breakouts, this will, I would recommend the acne eliminating gel, and this can go over it. It is the ultimate soothing. It is by far the most powerful anti-redness product in our skincare brand.
It's amazing. Okay, I'm moving on, and look, I messed up. I was supposed to put my eye treatment on before the IPL serum, but you know, it's not good. It's all going on my eyes anyways. It's okay. So we are now to so in your handout, we do have a handout today that you can download, or it will also be sent to your email, of my regimen tonight, and it'll take you through the right steps. So we will do the eye treatment now, and I am about to apply the ferulic and retinol triple correction eye serum. Many of you may already have this product at home. I bet you all do. And this is our top selling eye product. And I love this product because you can put it right up to that lash line on your upper lids and all the way to that lash line underneath. And don't forget your 11s. You can use your eye products on your 11s and they're amazing. Want to get rid of those little wrinkles here. So I tap this around and it feels amazing. It gets rid of that crepiness.
Morning or night? What do you do?
So I use this product day and night. I do. This is the staple. I mean, this eye treatment is the staple. So I know we say you can do morning or night or both. Right. I do it morning and night.
Right. And here's the thing that I love about this product is that it really does firm the crepiness of the upper lid. And everybody knows as they get older, you start to see things like your brow comes down, you get a little bit, and you get more laxity in the lids. So your eyes aren't as bright and wide open as they were when you were younger, okay? Exactly. Part of that can be remedied with this product because it starts to firm the upper lid. And I gotta tell you, this was a breakthrough that my team and I landed upon, where you can take retinol, put it in a delivery system, combine it with ferulic acid so it stays gentle, and it's gentle enough to use around the eyes, and firm that crepey texture of your lid and get your eyes to show up again, to open your eyes. And I must tell you, there's no laser for the lids. There's really there's no peels. We're the peel brand. There's no peels.
And there's not many products for the lids, period. I didn't know of another eye product for the lids until I came here. And that's why this is gold. This is gold.
And the delivery system allows you to layer your makeup right over it. So all day long, your eyes are shining bright. And then the fine lines and wrinkles, hey, it's retinol. Under eye circles, it's retinol. So it's going to help those things too.
Yeah, and it's gentle. It's made gentle by ferulic acid, so it's not going to irritate your skin whatsoever. And of course, we did all kinds of ophthalmologic tests to make sure that this was safe for the eyes and effective. So I layer on this serum this eye cream is incredible. This is the B3 Adaptive Superfoods Stress SOS eye cream. Yes. And it is incredible. It feels so good on your skin. Now, I don't put this on my eyelid, but I do put it around the brow bone. So above the brow bone, so you can go all the way around that orbital bone with this product. And again, I'll put it on my 11s. And it doesn't take that much. And your eyes look beautiful afterwards. Do you want to talk about the ingredients in this product?
I'd love to. And let me tell you, This is where nature once again comes to our rescue, okay? Because this again has another selected group of superfoods and adaptogens, which are superfoods with niacinamide in a delivery system in a rich hydrating base that you can really use around your eyes to firm the skin, to hydrate the skin. And here's the thing, depuff the skin. Okay, this is something that as we age, there's no question. When you wake up in the morning, sometimes you start to see more puffiness. Okay, this is just unfortunately something that happens to the anatomy of the skin around the eyes. And this is a product you can use it as a moisturizer in the morning. You can use it as a night cream. Most of my patients like to use the retinol product under makeup in the morning, the brown bottle, for the lids and firming, and then they layer makeup over it. And at night, they have this eye facial, they love to call it. And
Exactly.
they use this stress rescue product for the eyes as a night cream. So they wake up, it's just so much less puffy. And the hot weather contributes to it. A glass of wine, maybe you'd never seen it in your eyes the next day. As you get older, you start to see more puffiness from it. Being a little more tired, you start to see more puffiness with it. So all those things we know about. So we create this product really for that purpose.
So are you telling me I can drink more wine if I just use my eye cream?
I'm thinking there's a good chance.
Okay. All right, good. Well, that's okay. I got a wine waiting for me tonight.
Yeah.
So. All right. Oh, I got products falling all over the place. Okay. So, sorry about that. Now we are going to talk about our moisturizer. To me, this is so important. I mean, so important with someone who does suffer from dry skin, very dry skin, sensitive skin. We already talked about my redness. This product, this is my holy grail. This is the C+ Collagen Deep Cream. Oh my gosh, it's like a treat. You got to see this if you don't already have it. Look at this product. I don't know if you can see it. You know, let me put it on my finger so you can see this. It's so rich. It's so velvety. It's so amazing, but it also has some really amazing ingredients in it. We have the energy complex in there, L-carnitine. We have superoxide dismutase. We have niacinamide in here, CoQ10. I know I'm forgetting some things.
That's right. And vitamin C. And here's the concept, okay? First of all, your skin needs more hydration, okay? So if you notice, this is a product that is one of those really heavy, beautifully rich night creams, okay? So it's silky, it hydrates, it gives you that replenished, beautiful, dewy, radiant look from your moisturizer. But we talked about early in the masterclass, and this is something that's going to be another way to give you vitamin C. Why not? Okay. We sat back and said, hey, let's give them more than just a moisturizer. So we put in vitamin C. So it builds your collagen overnight. It starts to give you more antioxidant protection. It starts to work on uneven skin tones. And then you wake up radiant and hydrated. And this energy complex, brand new concept, brand new technology. As we age, our skin gets more tired, and it literally gets more tired. It doesn't have as much energy. There are ingredients we know that can work in the part of your skin cells called the mitochondria. Remember that from high school? It actually causes more energy buildup, so your skin has more energy to produce more collagen, to prepare its own moisture barrier, to make itself more radiant, okay? So it needs more energy. It gives it that too.
So amazing. Well, we're gosh, I can't believe the time. We're almost out of time. I do just want to say really quick, we'll also finish with the neck cream. So I would finish with the neck cream, and don't forget your SPF. If you are doing this regimen during the day, you cannot leave home without an SPF, especially the older we get. Don't think, oh, it's too late. It's never too late. And you want to protect your skin from that sun damage. But Dennis, we're just about out of time. Any last closing words you want to say?
And to Tracy L., if you're blemish prone and you're looking for a moisturizer, the retinol overnight serum. This guy
Sorry about that. Yes.
This is a lighter weight moisturizer. Retinol helps your complexion also. This is not going to contribute to blocked pores. It's lighter. And for those of you who want something lighter, here's a moisturizer for your skin type with retinol, going to clear your skin, give you more collagen, help on even skin tones, and it's going to work on your pores, and it's not super heavy if that's your skin type.
And I forgot this one. And this is also one of my favorites, Carrie's favorite, Renee's favorite. We love this product because it has a niacinamide in there too. So it's helping with transepidermal water loss. It's helping with oil control, and it's helping with your skin lightening. So this is an amazing product as well. You have too many good products, Dennis. What can I say? We're running out of time.
That's why we got more master classes, and all these things are on YouTube. You can look at these things. We talked about them, right? The team is uploading these to our YouTube channel. You can watch them. They're going to be replayable. Share them, and we're going to continue teaching because that's what we like to do.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.